Yo, brother, how you doing, man? It's been
I'm doing very well.
it's been a while, man. It's been a while. About what, like
I
two
don't even know
months?
the last, maybe even longer than that, man. Maybe even longer
Yeah.
than that.
I mean, back then you were
It's been a
still a
while.
necromancer, right?
I've just changed back.
Oh, you changed back?
Yeah, today. So I've just got some sorting out to do because obviously the changeover from what it's like with class changes. Stash
Uh-huh.
is absolutely a mess. I thought I'd change over because obviously the Paragon of Thousands just around the corner, new
Yeah.
essences. So I want to get ready for it. Hopefully there's going to be some good ones. Hopefully.
Yeah, about that. You think that they're gonna, because like can we agree that I mean, the druid itself, I feel like in many ways was a bit disappointing for a lot of people, right? But I want to know your thoughts first, because it was your first class, right?
Yep.
That you changed. Now necromancer,
Yep.
you play for almost 3 years. New class comes, druid. He has pets, he has summons, he has all these things. How did you felt about it after playing for the 1 month?
I actually felt it was actually really good. A lot of fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the start when it was released, we all see the comments. Everyone was mad about it because it wasn't OP as everyone was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
But actually, like, there's a couple of builds that actually do perform really well at the moment in time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, there is still dead slots, and I think that is going to be the issue going forward. The buff they did was really nice. That helped. That was really good. But I think hopefully going forward, the next, lot of essences and even further on from that, another set where we get 12 more, that would be nice because then there'll be hopefully a broader range of builds that we can use.
Yeah, because imagine like I personally, I will say I'm with you. I played with it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It is a fun class to play. It can pretty much do everything in the game. It just doesn't excel at anything. I think like that's one of the issues. But you mentioned like the dead slots, and that's like actually one of the things that I feel like if they fix it, especially for example on the caster builds, on the healer builds, support builds, and all these things, I think we can start seeing a very strong class coming by.
Oh, 100%. And I said it in numerous times in my stream, I could see Druid eventually being top. It will go top of all the classes. And I think that will be both PvP and PvE.
Yeah.
It's got that potential. It really has. It would be good to see it go that way, especially as it's got a healer build. That was definitely
yeah.
going to
I
mix
feel like
things up.
that was so disappointing. I tried to make a healer.
Have you seen the build? Have you seen the build I was been playing recently?
No, I did not. I gotta check that out.
It's a proper pure Circle of Life build.
But how did you do it? Because like you
really,
are you just
really
using
good.
like the base healing?
You use just standard Circle of Life. You've got to have some of the class affixes. You're literally chasing after your team members to go and heal them.
Okay.
And you're
And it
providing
works well.
CC with searching. It works amazingly. Yeah, it works amazingly.
I saw the other day, like I saw a druid. He was actually playing around the idol. He was using like the surging stone. He was like a healer tank surging stone kind of thing.
Pretty much, but you're not using any transformation in this build.
Yeah, no transformation, and the guy was thick as fuck, man. I couldn't
100%. Yeah.
I couldn't kill him. He just stands still, and all of a sudden, Jesus Christ,
He will not die. As simple as that. It's really good. And Nora and Spirus is in the chat. Like, Spirus is the one that really figured the build out, and it's kind of like over time we kind of adapted it, figured it out, and it's just really good build. I can see it being so strong in the future.
And how many dead slots that he has? Like,
I think
probably like
two or three. I think it still is.
Yeah.
Spirits in the chat will confirm that. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah,
There's been so many builds that I've tried out with Druid, and I think there's two good builds that work well with Druid at the moment. I think the dungeon build is really strong. It can do some good damage, not compared to any other class, but on its own, it does
enough damage. It does enough damage. Yeah.
3 dead slots as pure healer. There we go. Spirits has just confirmed it.
Yeah.
3 dead slots.
The one I made, it was a long time ago. He had three dead answers. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
I was pretty frustrated, especially with the chess piece, because it's like it shares the circle of life and it shares like also the thorns, and I didn't like that. We didn't have like good choices for the offense.
No, that was the trouble. I
Yeah.
think there was some, just the way the essences were kind of, spread over the pieces of gear. Some of them just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It was a shame.
During the but then you go like full tank, right? That's what you do. Like on
You
the
would go,
essences.
you'd just go full tank. I tried some tank builds in PvP, but the healer build was stronger.
No, but a healer, but with the defensive legendaries, right?
You would have to go. You would go somewhat defensive in the actual your setup. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
because you're just a healer. You're not there to do really damage.
You've got to survive. If you're alive, you're providing healing. If you're dead, you're not, right? So you want to be making sure you survive, and that's why you had issues killing that person, because it built the character.
Yeah, they didn't kill me, but they were annoying.
You couldn't kill them. Yeah.
But I couldn't kill them with the monk with this build. Also, I think they were like slightly higher resonance, so that was annoying. So we have Tony here saying, considering Diablo Immortal is a mobile game, how much of an advantage is playing on the PC? Do the faster inputs even register? You can answer this one.
I would say you still got an advantage playing PC. Keyboard and mouse, you're still going to get an advantage.
Yeah.
100% compared to using, your hands on a mobile screen, or even using like a controller of some sort. You
cannot say that you got sponsored. I saw that. You cannot.
It wasn't a sponsor. It was a gift.
Oh yeah, the barter.
Razer actually just contacted me and was like, "Hey man, we want to send you a gift."
Yeah, they're like, "Man, I love your beard. Cool. Like, I'm trying to grow mine back again. Maybe whenever he's there, like
good. So Razer have been great. Like, they sent me this chair. They're sending me a headset. They've just been in contact constantly. It's been great.
You gotta hook me up with that contact, huh? I need a new chair. I can skip the controller, but the chair, I'll be good, man.
Actually, like, talking about the controller, like, there has always been this gripe about controllers, right? And there still is. Even on my channel, I think it was yesterday, someone said they've been using the Kishi controller that I got gifted. And they received a ban recently, and it was to do with macros. But as far as I'm aware, the Kishi is on the list to be used. So there's more than meets the eye when it goes to that whole conversation about controllers, right?
Yeah. Without spoiling, did you already said something about something that happened yesterday?
I haven't, not yet.
Okay. So we have here Iron Goku. Druid was very disappointing to me. I played Blood Knight all the way up until the Druid tried out, but it just feels slow. What do you thought about that?
Druid feeling slow. I would say it can feel slow because you're playing a bear most of the time. The best builds are the bear builds, especially in PvE, which can feel quite slow. You want to use it to your advantage on like using leap and things like that, and having wolves that just speeds you up. But you can only get 60% movement speed anyway. You can't get to the 70 yet.
Yeah,
which is a shame.
I personally, I loved it to play the bear.
It's great.
The animations are so flawless.
As long as you get ahead of the pack when you're in a dungeon, and then you actually can like leap into a massive bunch of mobs, and then you leap in, you do damage, and you start stomping the ground. Oh, that's just, the numbers is just insane. It's great. Going back to what you just asked, I'd announced it on my channel. I haven't said anything since it's been on your channel.
Oh, you already announced it, so can we speak about it?
Of course we can.
Okay. So, guys, you guys know that I like Laurent a lot. He's been a upcoming talent, and I have a sniff for talent when it comes to content creators. And since early on, I saw that Laurent had a lot of potential. So, guys, I have the pleasure to tell you that Laurent here yesterday, he actually became a Diablo partner. Congratulations, brother. Man,
cheers, man.
That's, bro. If there is like, I saw other creators coming in, and no shade for them. Like, they also probably deserve it, right? But you definitely deserved it. You definitely deserve it. So congratulations on that.
Cheers, bro.
Like, you always put it like good quality content, and good things take time. Like
I agree. I wasn't. The promise that I was hoping it was going to happen. The content that I'd been pushing out, especially for Necro since November. I just kept pushing forward. And then, got into conversation around a week ago, and
Do you
That's the
talk with
story.
Blood? Was Blood?
Yeah, yeah, Talk with Blood. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's a good idea.
that was weird. That was kind of weird. Like I said to Blood, I was like, man, I used to watch your content.
Hopefully like next year you're gonna come on to the Blizzard headquarters as well. You're
That'd be
gonna
cool.
meet him
That'd
in
be cool.
person. I spoke with him a lot. He was one of the main guys that I spoke while I was in Blizzard HQ. It's great. And even though I didn't watch like a lot. I used to watch like multiple like Diablo 3s, but
Yeah,
content creator. But he came like on the second generation that I saw playing the game. But I already knew him. I knew him, Rax, and all these other guys. But
yeah,
he
yeah,
was really nice because I had like a very good conversations with him because he took the path. But for those that don't know, like we're talking about the Bloodshed, which is to be a Diablo 3 content creator for many years, and then he actually joined Blizzard for like a community manager position at the time, and then now he's like in charge of like the Diablo partner program, something like that. So yeah, it definitely kept like pushing the leaderboard, and I asked him a lot of like questions because yeah, I think I don't want to share like a lot like his personal life, so I'm gonna talk about me. But he did the path of like, okay, I started as a content creator and then I took like this corporate job, and I got like very curious about it, like because the reality is, even though I will enjoy to do this for a very long time as a full-time content creator, it's good to also know that maybe there's other doors that open. Maybe Laurent here is going to start working at Razer now. First the controller, then the chair, then like a spot as a developer. You're a developer, right? Or the no. Oh, you said the security. Yeah, I know what you do. I'm not going to
yeah,
say.
yeah. No,
Yeah, he's a FBI. Open up, guys.
yeah, FBI agent, 100%. Everyone, like, even when I stream, people say, "What do I do?" And I have to just say, I can't say. I'm not allowed to talk about it on social media.
Yeah,
So.
he's British. Obviously, he's a 000 agent, right? Like, what is your number?
6'9".
Yeah, 0069, guys. Oh, dude. But they were saying that ARM has a lot of free to play personally, I say try 1 and 2 star gems with extra. Okay, what you guys are talking about? Chat, if at any moment you guys want to ask anything to us, like this is a conversation we can have, the three of us, of course. Either of you ever stream on Twitch? Yeah, I'm actually live right now on Twitch. I always like multi-stream. I think Laurent also multi-streams. Yeah, it's for me is twitch.tv/Indez YT. You guys can go there. I think it's in the pinned comments. You guys can also check. And yeah, it's a good things about like multi-streaming. Some people prefer to watch on YouTube. Some people prefer to watch on YouTube. How does it work for you?
I get people go on to both. Yes. I think I'm only up to about 50 followers on Twitch at the moment, but I do like to do stream on both because you do get the odd person pop in on Twitch and just ask a few questions. So why not?
Yeah. Do you use the multi-chat option? You do, right?
Yeah, I got a multi-chat.
Yeah. So let's go back here a bit to the game, because like you tried the Druid, and besides the dead slots, what do you think? Like, can you give me like a pros and cons that you felt regarding the Druid to put him at like the top spot for you? Like, what will make you convert forever for Druid and leave like Necromancer behind? What do you needed to change?
Well, we all know the first thing most people would say would be more essences. I think the sad story was that Druid only had 60 essences. If it were released with more, because it is 3 years into the game, I think it would have been a different story, right? But I think in, say, 6 months, a year's time, when it does have a lot more essences, I think it's definitely going to be a good class, like we've already said. But what sort of essences are going to come, I don't know yet.
Which kind of like essences, if you had to, like, whenever you're playing, was ever like an essence that you like to have? Do you have anything in mind?
Not at this moment in time. I just want to see what the first round is going to be and then go from there, because I think there's so many different ways they can take Druid, because it
Mm.
is that kind of hybrid role, right? I've been playing yesterday. I was playing Survivor's Bane with it. And I don't know if you had a scene with the Druid
Yeah.
stuff on there yet.
Yeah, I
You
played
know,
it.
when you go into like Bear and when you go into Wolf, you actually get 2 little summons. I actually think that's quite a cool.
Oh, that was cool. That was really cool.
I didn't like the way that Wolf actually felt when it leaped. It kind of like
yeah, it
paused at
was
the
so
end of it.
fucking weird. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
I,
okay, at least make me like, I don't know. It was weird. Like, why am I leaping? You know, like, it kind of like
it just,
ruins the flow of the.
yeah, it did. It will make you lose control of your character for a second, and
Yeah.
it just puts you off completely.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that 2 little summons did spawn, and I think an essence like that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Whether you could have them spawn for 100% of the time as an essence, so you have like you're in bear form
Yeah.
and you've got 2 bears with you.
Oh.
That'd be pretty epic.
Imagine if you can have like the 2 wolves plus 2 bears.
So that'd be sick, right?
Oh, that'll be sick. That'll be actually sick. Crazy Shots is asking, what do you thought about the new collab, Hearthstone?
So I put a video out today about my thoughts.
Okay.
Like, yeah. And I actually think like because of the amount of free stuff we got.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say for me to go watch the video. Go watch my video right now.
Like, it's exactly that sort of conversation though that I put a video out today because I wanted to. I've seen so many different opinions about so far since it went live, about the gem, about kind of the event. But I actually think it's not a bad patch. I think the amount of free stuff we got this time round is more than what we got in the anniversary event.
Yeah, but that's not a good comparison, in my opinion. No,
but
I don't think so.
When a free to play looks at it, they would go, "What did we get for free?" Compared to another patch. So that side of it is good. Now, the gem, I don't like.
Okay, first let's tackle the rewards topic. Why I don't think it's a good comparison is because it's a collab, and you're comparing a collab like with. I agree. Listen, the anniversary was absolutely dog shit. I am tilted about it. I'm grumpy. I hate it. Okay, like the worst anniversary management that I ever seen in Diablo in any game. Okay, all the other mobile games, they fucking flood you with like, let's celebrate, let's do like free spins, whatever. Diablo Immortal, nothing, absolutely nothing. So I feel like it is hard to compare with that because like that's obviously like one of the worst things that could ever happen. But if I think I'll be more fair, I feel like it is fair to compare a collab with the other collabs in the past. Okay, and that's what I did my comparison. Like if you compare with a collab in the past, the 10 legendary crests, yeah, we all had like, and I feel like that's where I set the expectations. Like I already expected I'm gonna have a new 2-star. I'm gonna have a 10 legendary crests and the portal, the frame, whatever, like these things. What are you gonna give me that I'm not expecting? And I felt like that's the part that I kind of felt a bit disappointed because they kind of put it like I feel like they did a really good job like with implementing, integrating like Hearthstone with the cards, the spells and things, but then it lacked the juice. Like the events they use, they are not. It's not fun,
I said that I pretty much said that in kind of like my video when I said about the fractured planes.
Mm-hmm.
The cards seem really cool, but they didn't seem to do anything. It just felt the same.
Yeah, you don't need like the other thing is like the content. It is the same difficulty, so you can beat them without the cards, like regardless. The cards will just like give an extra help, but it didn't feel like as impactful.
No, it didn't. I think if they'd maybe upped the difficulty and made the cards really impactful, it could have made a different kind of level to the same content, right?
Yeah, something that will make you think about a certain combination to beat certain thing, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But the way it is, like you don't even need to think about anything. You just
no, and we've still got Trial of the Hordes coming, which is like week after next, I think, right? but that's going to be the same. I think that's going to be the same.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same.
You put in your cards, and unless it's going to feel different in any way, but I don't think it will. Sadly. And I just think that is the way that we're kind of, sadly, I suppose, used to how they do events now. But we need something new.
Yeah, but there was nothing unique, man. We didn't have a boss fight. We didn't have like free weapon cosmetics. We didn't have like I mean, we had a free pet familiar, but that was completely unintentional. Absolutely. But it's good. It's good. It's good.
And actually, like, whoever figured that out, GG.
Yeah. Actually, like, I don't know, like someone came on my chat and they said, you can get it for free. And I'm like, what? Really? And they said like the BattleNet. And it's like, oh, the BattleNet. So yeah, basically that's a bug. I'm sure it's not going to happen.
Purchase. Yeah, it registers as a purchase when it really shouldn't, right?
I don't think that's gonna happen. The monetization department in Blizzard is like rolling heads right now. Whoever, like the developer already got fired.
Out.
Yeah, out. No, we lost money. No, you gotta get out. That's not the way we do things here, man.
How did you feel about a little Ragnaros being role 8? For anyone that doesn't get the cosmetic.
About the new one. The cosmetic?
Yeah, the actual cosmetic for Lil Ragnaros being on roll 8 of the Phantom cosmetic.
The Ragnaros, I didn't like it. Did you like it?
I like the cosmetic, but the fact that it's on a roll 8 and people will want to get it.
Okay. Okay.
Of the Phantom Market cosmetic, right?
Okay, I can see it in two ways. Okay, I can see it like, for someone that doesn't want to buy the cosmetic, it sucks because it kind of feels like it forces you to roll 8 times. And how much it is, like 8 rolls? Probably is a lot of money for like a pet, right? The other perspective that I can see is like, okay, they are trying to add a bit more value to the whole Phantom cosmetic, because it's like 180 euros. How much is it for you? Like 170 pounds, something like that, right?
Roughly.
Yeah. So, yeah, in the sense, like, if you are a spender that usually already buys the Phantom cosmetic, you get more value out of it.
Yeah.
If you don't, it kind of sucks that there is not a single way to get it, to buy it for free. To just buy it from the store. Like, I will still. Yeah. I would have done both, because I actually didn't thought about it until you actually mentioned it. But I probably will put it on the store so you can buy for like, I don't know, 15 orbs or 1,000 orbs. I don't know the prices of that, and I will still slot it in inside the bundle of the Phantom.
I would agree. Being able to actually get it for someone that doesn't want to buy the full cosmetic would be a good idea. Because of the nostalgia, right? Lil Ragnaros, World of Warcraft. People, play this game.
It's kind of ugly. I think like the artwork was kind of cool, but did you see it in the game?
Yeah, I prefer the core Rager. I think that's really cool.
I know, right? It's so much cooler.
Really good. Yeah,
and that's why I actually got like extremely happy, because free to play. Yeah, exactly. Because I got a bit sad that I was not gonna get it, and Blizzard was not gonna give us as a partner. So I got really happy on that.
There was a workaround.
Yeah, so things, and it actually feels like, in my opinion, this is the dog itself, the core, the Rager. It is, in my opinion, the best familiar skin. It looks like a pet. I like pets that they look like pets,
Pets.
I would love to have like a wolf in the future or something. The golem is cute, but it's fucking weird. Like, it's, it's cute, but it's like, it's okay. I don't know.
But do you think they like brought the golem one in to sell us on, like, you can get cosmetics for your familiar, as in other cosmetics as well, like a beard and stuff like that?
The customization part was cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
and I think that's why they had a golem, because you can.
Yeah, you can. Because it's just like 2 rocks, and then you just can add a thing.
It's a blank canvas, isn't it? It can just be refreshed every time you want to add something new to it.
But if I have done it, I could have done the same way, but I would have done something more spicy, which you would get to like the golem like flat, and then the rest you could earn it. You know, like
That would be cool.
you earn in dungeons, like you can drop in dungeons, you can drop here, and then
Yeah.
you just collect. And I feel like in that sense, like Diablo Immortal, it is missing the fun factor. Like, and sometimes like the fun just comes from making things chaseable. You know, like you gotta work for them or a bit. It doesn't need to be like 0.001 to get a fucking mustache drop chance. You know, but something that will be cool. You know, like you're gonna farm dungeons and like, oh, I got the, you know, whatever.
Yeah. I think like we discussed this in, I think, my stream probably yesterday, where we were saying like all the pets you used to be able to collect in Diablo 3, you'd have to go out and find a certain spawn on a certain map to be able to collect that pet. Yeah, it was exactly like that. And some of them were really rare. You'd be respawning the same map continuously to try and get the right map so you knew where the mob was going to be.
Yeah,
and it was great. It was great fun.
Yeah, Crazy Shots is saying we need something to chase in game. Absolutely. And
the trouble is, I think talking about chasing something in game, like at the moment we've got Ancient Helms. How do you feel about the Ancient Helms?
They suck.
Yeah,
they are like, you know, they make me so soft that even if I want to get hard, I don't. It's just like I can't. It's like book.
The trouble is, you worked all of that time to collect 100 to craft because you've not been one of the lucky ones to get a drop. And when you craft it, you look at it and you go, "That wasn't worth it."
Yeah, it's actually. I'm not gonna say anticlimactic, but it's definitely not what I expected.
To me, like right, when I first read about the Ancient Helms, it sounded to me like it was going to be almost like ancient legendaries in Diablo 3, where they are like 100% perfect rolls when you get them. But when you go into the blacksmith, you can actually see that none of them are perfect rolls. You can actually increase the rolls that are on there already if you just enchant them. You know, to me, if they were perfect rolls, higher stats, they would feel, you know, worth chasing.
Yeah. The only thing is worth chasing is mainly like if you get, imagine like we're gonna go now into Inferno 8 and you get like an ancient helmet very early on, you get like a boost of combat rating, but that's it. Like whales, they don't need combat rating, you know. And it's not exciting. Like I feel like they need a better stats.
The game.
Uniques?
Wouldn't that be cool?
What do you mean uniques? Like change like a certain ability?
Yeah, so you had say a couple of different unique pieces of gear for each class in the game, and then that is
like Diablo Immortal, like Diablo 4.
The essence on that is unique to that piece of gear. The rolls on it are always going to be higher than the gear that you would get from your standard level.
I think that's what they were trying to do with the ancient gear in Diablo Immortal. I think that's what they are trying to go forward. The major issue is that the affixes are not interesting enough. That's the honest truth. Like I had a helmet that was pretty much as powerful as the Horde Splinter, and I went like with the other one for PvP. But I already had a PvP helmet. It was like it also had endured, it had double endured, and they had another one, a restraint or something. It was pretty much almost the same, and actually, it would have been slightly even better because it has triple stats, and this one has 4 stats, which is another problem.
Because the 4 stats actually are lower because there's more.
Yeah, it divides by 4, right? So I feel like, I don't know what you guys think, but imagine if it was like a double stats and 5 affixes. That'll be cool.
That'd be cool.
You know, double stats, or even like triple stats, but like 5 substats. I feel like it's the problem with the ancient gear. It's it's called ancient, which should be a level upwards. But
Yep.
the reality is like you have blue, from blue to gold is a huge difference, and then gold to the legendary is huge, like a legendary difference, right? And then from legendary to ancient is like, book, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't even register. It's like, so small.
Yeah. So I feel like I will still get excited if it drops, you know?
It would be, I think the excitement if one actually dropped and you didn't have to craft it, that would be cool until you went and looked at it, and then you would probably be a little bit disappointed.
But they will have to make it farmable, like actually farmable. That was one of the things that I told them that, listen, there are certain things that I really understand. I told them, I was like to Blizzard, I understand certain things they have to be capped. Yeah, it makes sense. Like normal gems, like resonance, all these things. Okay, I understand. Like maybe in the future can have some catch them, but those things I understand. Mm. But now, like gear, are you really like? This is the Diablo game. The dream, the fantasy is I want to be the badass guy, a barbarian or necro, whatever is the class, and I want to chase the perfect gear.
Yeah,
but why you're capping me? Like, why can I not go to dungeons, or why can I not go to a certain game mode and just farm like over and over and over until it actually drops? I had someone tell me, and I think they are wrong, but now you're here. Someone said to me, if I want to farm for the ancient legendary gear, I could just farm Vanguard. But I think Vanguard, only the first 5, only the first 5 actually gonna drop a legendary, right?
Oh no, I've had more since doing more than 5.
Oh, okay. So you think, because I don't think anyone ever got it like that. But do you think you can just farm Vanguard over and over until it drops a legendary?
Potentially.
Ancient?
I know for a fact I think so. I think when I was doing the Druid build for Vanguard, I did like probably 50 Vanguards in one day, just testing different things out.
Okay.
And for a lot of them extra ones above 5, there was legendaries drop. And I was surprised by it because I was in the same belief as you. Only 5 would drop and that was it. And then you would stop and no more drops.
Okay, but okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to confirm this. If it's possible to,
there would have to be. I think there would have to be a lot of people testing it and get a proper data set to see if it is possible to get an ancient helm and how many runs effectively possibly you would need to do.
I'm literally asking this: helmet in Vanguard, aside of the 5 or 5 drop,
because there's no reason why it shouldn't. If a legendary can drop, then ancient legendary
also, right?
is still a legendary, right? It's just ancient. So in theory, it could. I don't know if I ever see more than one legendary drop after 5, though. I think it was only one that I ever see when I was completing them. But I did get a lot in them runs that I did. So the chances are, yeah. But we don't know what the actual chances are anyway, right? Of getting.
Yeah, they are probably even lower than the getting a legendary rune. I would say, right?
I would agree.
I asked like to the dev, is it possible to drop an ancient legendary helmet in Vanguard aside from the 5 out of 5 tries? So basically, can I just spam Vanguard until it drops a helmet? So that's what I see. I seen it drop a lot in Vanguard. Yes, it dropped in Vanguard. It also drops like in Oblivion Pillar. It drops in raids. I seen like multiple people screenshotting me like dropping in multiple places.
If we can get confirmation on it though, right? As soon as a new difficulty opens up, we know that it's time to go and spam Vanguard.
Oh my god, that sounds so bad. Yeah.
Today, guys,
stream
on stream,
until
4 hours of Vanguard.
Streaming until ancient helmet drops. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That'll be insane. Yeah, hopefully they're gonna get the confirmation on this because it's actually very interesting. I think no, or at least, to be honest, I hope not.
The trouble is, if it's confirmed to be a yes, and that's a thing people will do, they will just spam it constantly.
Yeah, no, but I feel like to be honest, I would rather have that way than no way. You know.
Agreed. Yeah.
Because I remember whenever I was in Blizzard, I was like literally talking to to developers, and I was like, man, like whenever you play other Diablo games, they are like you always have this dopamine chase, right? Like something drops and like you're like, oh my god, I just got a shackle or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And in Diablo Immortal, like there's no such thing aside from like legendary runes. But the thing is, like now, after like a year now, my legendary runes are like almost complete. I don't get as much excitement as I got because probably it's gonna be a copy, but it's not the same. It's not like I want like and going to what you said about the ancient gear, like or having uniques. I was expecting that the ancient gear was gonna be more like, you know, you have a helmet and this helmet is gonna now make you fire twice the projectiles, you know, like you have on the Survivor's Pain, right? I feel like those types of affixes will be so much better.
That would be a better way of doing it, I think. The one thing that triggers me a little bit about the ancient helms is even when you put an essence into them, the helm name stays the same.
Oh my, it's so annoying to do builds like that. And the other day, a guy said, hey, Indez, check out this build. And there's like Grave Runner. That comes off. And I'm like, okay, what is the helm? Yeah, what is that? Yeah. What a weird thing. Doesn't make absolutely no sense.
Yeah, why keep the name of the helm? Just change it to the essence that it is, with a different color surround around the actual piece of gear, so you know that's your ancient piece.
You know what I think it is? I think it's their workaround to whenever you change classes, you still keep the gear. I think that's why. But they have to. But they will have to probably find a way because it's very annoying. Every time I have to have a helmet on my bags, so whenever I do the build, I have to swap it. So
swap out.
Yeah, but I forgot, and while I was recording for the Blood Knight, it happened to me. I was like, "Oh, this is a Grave Runner, but this is not really the Ance's name. The Ance's name was Voice of Crescendo or something like that."
Yeah, I actually was doing a build guide, and I got to that point. And with my guides, I like to just sit there and do them in a one take, done. You know, get it over and done with, hardly any editing, and I can just get it posted. The job's done. And I got to that point of talking about the gear. And I see that I'd had the ancient helmet, and I was like, "Yep, we're going to stop the video there and start again."
I know. I completely understand what you're saying because it literally happened to me. I didn't stop. I just went with it. No, actually. Oh, you're right. I didn't stop, but then I chopped that part because I was kind of mad. Yeah, I chopped that part. So Greedy saying Indez doesn't like me anymore. What do you mean, Greedy? You're literally baking in the sun at work. I'm here in the shadows, like Laureth as well.
Yep.
I already agreed the other day. Made actually a great video that I reacted to it. And I hope that he got him some traction for him. He made a video. Did I? Was it worth to spend $150,000?
Oh, that's that video. I did watch that video. Yes.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, that's him. Obviously the yes was copium. We all know that.
Yeah.
Was it worth? No, but I mean, like the honest truth is that if he says and he feels like he was worth it, I'm happy for him. You know,
the trouble is like the money is weird, right? And I think we've talked about this conversation before. I'm sure we have.
Yeah.
Money is relative to everyone. So if you've got a job that pays you £100,000 a year or $100,000 a year, it's going to be, you're going to have much more kind of money that you can just spend on games.
Yeah.
If you only earn $20,000 a year, your obviously expenditure is going to be less.
Yeah.
You know, so someone's someone's answer to that question, is it worth it? Do I regret it? Any sort of them sort of questions is going to be different for everyone.
No,
You know,
it's all about like also like
perspective.
there was also people. It depends on your economy or on the country salary and all these things, right? Because there was someone that said,
Could have
"Oh,
could have spent it on good times and have nothing low."
that's what I said." Because like one of the things I did on the video, it was he said that he's been playing for 3 years, and then I think I divided like 3 years in hours, and then I divided the hours.
Didn't you worked
But
out to be something like
$45.
40s?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah,
$45 per hour. It was pretty funny. And I said you could have some happy times like that by 40.
yeah.
Um,
That's very true. It's very true. The trouble is putting it down into a comparison like that. That's quite scary, right?
I mean, it is what
You
it
know,
is, man.
yeah, yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
You've got to get the dopamine in and Diablo more.
Yeah. But talking about the Diablo,
Yeah,
you know that yesterday I bought Diablo 2.
I did
Yeah.
see. Yes,
Yeah.
I did see.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Have you
fucking.
ever had a like look at the game, touch the game at all?
No, I seen like some footage here and there from like YouTube. I
Oh,
never
so
played it.
you are you're pretty much going in blind then.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
Yeah,
didn't see any tier list or anything. Obviously, I'm gonna play Barb. That's
of course.
that's
Yeah,
gonna be the first class. And I mean, it's like that game that everyone's saying, oh, you gotta play it, gotta play it, gotta play it. I never did. It's been like many years. And I feel like it's quite like the right time. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna open up a bit here. I'm gonna expose my emotions here for you in the chat. And the honest truth is like I after the vacation and even before the vacation, I have been feeling like kind of like scared. Maybe scared. Like it's scared of like doing more. Like
okay.
it's actually very very anti me
Mhm.
because I don't tend to have like these emotions. Usually I always like to do things and try in these things. And now it feels like because I feel like I worked so hard to get here and I think I'm kind of scared of losing it, because like 10 months ago I was like in a very rough spot and now it's not like I'm fucking balling, but like definitely much
Yeah,
better with a purpose and all these things. And I feel like now I'm kind of getting a bit scared of trying multiple things or even trying playing a different game on the stream, which I feel like is always
I think.
it's like you playing other class or something like that, right? But
Yeah, yeah. I
on the
think it's
steroids.
I understand that. I think that's there's definitely reason to be, because it's something new, isn't it? You're trying something new for the first time to see kind of how it goes and what it turns out to be. You know, even when, like you said, I changed class, it was kind of new, learning a
Yeah,
new class. I'd not had to do that before with Diablo Immortal because I was stuck to Necro. So you do have that kind of like, are people gonna like my videos I do for Druid? Are they gonna watch the videos that I do for Druid because I am the Necro person? And it's the same like you're now experiencing with changing games. But I think we all Diablo Immortal will, peter out eventually, won't it? In say a number of years' time. So diversifying, if you want to keep the channel growing and going, you've got to try these things. You've got to take risks.
yeah,
Life is about taking risks. If you don't take the risks, you're never going to know if it's going to work or not.
yeah. I'm. There also another side that I keep telling to myself, and is that, oh, I am that kind of player that I like to play one game very, like very hardcore,
Yeah.
which kind of scares me because imagine like here's my one of my fears, like, oh, what if I gotta play Diablo 2 and I like it so much that
You sound like me.
yeah,
You really do. I've experienced that so many times over the years. Like, I go back and play, say, World of Warcraft, and then I start playing Pokemon, and then the Warcraft kind of goes away for a time because I'm playing another game and I can only
yeah.
fixate on one. That is very much my mentality as well.
Yeah, it was always very hard for me to be how do you say, like a diverse streamer. No, there's not like those guys that they play multiple things.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
just
I have
I
friends
think
like they are playing like 3 games at the same time. Oh, I'm playing Red Dead Redemption. I'm playing League of Legends at night, and sometimes I also go and play whatever. And I'm like, how the fuck you play 3 games, man?
how do
So,
they have time to
yeah,
play three
how do you
games?
have time and how you play it? But like the way you explained me is like, okay, on the story game, it's like you reading a book, you know. And sometimes you start by reading the book, and sometimes you take a break, and then you can come back to it to the story, right? But I never did. You ever play like many story games? Because I didn't. So
Not for a long time. Not
yeah,
for a long time.
I'm a MMO, so I never like
Mhm.
really got that. And then they say like, oh, League of Legends is like, oh, it's just a PvP game. You just go in, like there's no progression, right? Like there's nothing.
No,
Like you
no.
just go, you queue, and then you're done.
Yep.
And the other game, I don't even remember the other game you played, but I feel
You
like these are games
you
that
got to have
they
a
don't.
game like this, right? You like games like this where you're developing a character from
Yeah,
being a fresh new character up to being the best it can possibly be.
yeah.
Um,
I'm addicted to
yeah,
the progression.
yeah,
That's what I like. I like to pick up. Yeah, exactly. Like you're a fucking newbie, like no gear, nothing, and all of a sudden you keep putting the work and like
yeah,
fuck. Now look at my character. I'm like 500
yeah.
million damage. I'm such a free to play god. You know?
Yeah, the trouble is, like, that is how some people are. I don't understand people like you when they play like League of Legends, and they go into a match. I just don't see how that is fun. I just don't understand it. Like, my
Yeah.
mind can't comprehend that. I understand the winning part and the
Hmm.
dopamine like you get the fix, and that's what makes you keeps you going. But past that, I don't understand it. I would rather a game like this.
League is interesting. I played League many years ago, like per
Mhm.
seasons. League is interesting because it's a micro. Okay, imagine League of Legends, Path of Exile, Diablo Immortal, or World of Warcraft. Okay, 3
Yep.
different categories.
Mhm.
They are still based on the same concept. League, you start at level 1, no gear. And in 20-30 minutes, you have to farm, you have to kill, and you have to try to grow as strong as you can. So there's progression. Just
Yep.
the time span, it is way shorter. Path of Exile, we're talking about like a week, maximum 2 weeks. You can play for more, but like that's usually the cap. And then you have like MMOs and like Diablo Immortal, which is like infinite, right? Like it
Yep.
literally never ends. So it really depends. So if you see like in that way, you can maybe enjoy League a bit more because it follows like the same concept. But
Mhm. Mhm.
please don't start playing League. It's so fucking addicting. Um,
I think I've played probably a
you
handful of
never got
matches of
addicted
League.
to it.
No, I just couldn't get into it. Like MOBAs, I understand MOBAs,
Mm.
but it wasn't a MOBA that I enjoyed.
Did you ever
Not at all.
enjoy any MOBA?
The Pokemon one was fun.
Oh, I played it. I had it on my Switch. I think it was the only time that
Yeah,
I played it.
it was
Poke.
great fun when it first came out.
Uh,
Pokemon, what was that even called?
what is the guys? What was the name
Someone
of
remind us. Come on.
the Pokemon Stadium? No, I don't
No, it
remember.
wasn't Stadium. It was
Yeah,
oh,
I played it. I was like,
someone will know it. Someone will know it.
yeah. Yo, Kek, what's up, man? How you doing? Grid Gaming was
I
saying Pokemon. No, Pokemon Unite. Yes, Pokemon Unite.
unite.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Well
Yo,
played. Well
Bosch,
played.
thank you so much, man. Yeah, that's the one. I played the shit out of it like 1 or 2
Yeah,
months.
same.
It
Yeah,
was
so
it
did
was
I.
pretty fun. Grido Gaming was saying, look at Darko microtransaction, do what you love, man. I mean, like DM is definitely always a great inspiration, and like any good like big content creator, but it's always important to whenever you look up to also look where they come from and their paths, because like
Yep.
there are certain things you can replicate, but also like one important thing is like, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? And when I look at DM, I can take a few things, but the honest truth is like, I maybe like if you said to me like 5 or 10 years ago, oh, you're gonna just stream like 10 hours per day playing one video game, I can't.
No.
No, it's not the type of stream like that I envision to do. Like I would like to have a much more diverse stream, like interactive with
Especially if
the.
you're going to do it every day. Yeah. If you're doing it as like
Yeah,
a, a full-time job. Yeah, if you're just streaming, constantly and making some videos, you want to have a more of a diverse setup. I suppose with the way we are at the moment, we can, like you just had was it 2 weeks you just had off?
yeah, 2 weeks out of.
Yeah. Yeah. You can decide to stop that and do 2 weeks off, and you can either decide to make content ahead of time or not.
Yeah,
With someone that streams, I suppose it's a little bit different
yeah,
because they don't
but
necessarily make videos as well. Because I know Daft Microtransaction, he does do both, doesn't he? He does make videos and streams every day still, right?
yeah, it does. But now it kind of slow down, like with the YouTube.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like is mainly if you put like DM, Rex, Udiho, Rob, and all these other
Mhm.
like ARPGs, so like Zerian, these are guys that everything is about the game, right?
Yeah.
And I just don't see myself like streaming 10 hours per day, always playing a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like they are always playing all the time.
I don't think my partner would like that.
No, but they no, but it's like their full time job. I'm talking like their
Yeah.
full time job is to actually go on the stream and
I mean,
play.
if I did it as a full-time job, could I play the same game?
Imagine you had 8 hours available. Could you be playing Diablo Immortal 8 hours per day, every day, whatever is the game?
It depends on a number of things. Like Diablo Immortal, probably not, because of caps.
I mean, like a PoE and these other games have like infinite things that you can do, right? Like there's always a new build. There's always yeah.
Then I probably could.
Yeah.
Possibly. But you'd have to get into you'd have to work your way up to that mindset of that sort of content creator, right? That is on another level, really. That is one step. That's the next step up, isn't it? Or if not, multiple steps up. Because, like you say, multiple times, every day, 8 hours a day, you're going to be streaming one game, grinding as much as you can. Would burnout happen? Possibly.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For me, I like the way if I put like you might not believe this, but I hate to do YouTube videos. I don't ever see myself as a YouTuber. I love to stream, and if I could, I'd be streaming 8 hours per day, and that's all I used to do. The only reason why I don't do it is because it's not beneficial for me. Like
no.
And I see like so many people like they like that's the thing. They look at, for example, a DM. It's like, oh, I want to be like the next like ARPG streamer, or I want to be like the next Fortnite streamer, whatever. And they like every day they are like 8 hours, 10 hours stream. It's like, is that, oh, I'm gonna stream for a year, and bro, by the end of the year you probably have 10 viewers.
Yeah.
And because that's not just is not the way. Like is not the way. Like nowadays is all about like content and YouTube and the shorts and things, and it's fucking overwhelming.
I think if you're gonna do, and I think someone asked me this sort of question in streams a number of times, if you're gonna do content creation, you need to build a community.
Yeah.
You need to have a community, especially nowadays, starting off as a smaller, content creator. If you get to the big size of like, Asmongold, Dark Microtransactions, where they can just go on, they know people will show up, thousands of people. You can pretty much do what you want within reason. People will show, and you will, make progress. But as a smaller streamer, you need to build that niche community, that tight knit community where you're going to log on, you're going to have maybe 50, 100 people come and watch you each time you stream. Your videos that you put out are going to do fine because you've built up that community already through YouTube. But with Twitch, for instance, like people want to go and start on Twitch. My brother, he used to stream on Twitch. He didn't do YouTube. That took him many, many years to get up to even a few thousand followers on Twitch. So it's just one of those things. But like you said, if people think that they can just decide one day, I want to be that person, the chances are they will get burnt out from doing it.
Yeah.
You've got to do it steadily. You can't just dive in head first and think next week I will be that person, because it's just not going to happen.
How did you dealt emotionally with because I assume, like, I didn't see, but I assume like you did, like, because it happened to me, like I used to do only barb content, and then I did like my first class switch, and then like I did my first builds, and I mean, obviously they didn't perform as well as the other ones, but like I had like a glimpse here and there, you know, and then
Yeah,
I did like a Tempest one, and the Tempest worked, and then like as you keep like progressing in doing these things, and you get better at it. But how was your like are like, did you see like your fluctuation or like viewership, like did you dealt well with it
definitely.
or no?
People didn't watch as many, like subscribers didn't watch for longer period of time as they do with my necro content. You know, there
Mm,
is definitely going to be that. There was always going to be that.
yeah,
And I noticed that when I do like patch videos and things like that. But I just take it as it is what it is. You know, when I want to do that content, I want to be able to provide that for, you know, the community I've got.
yeah,
And if that does well, then great. If it does middle of the road, then okay, I'm happy with that. If it doesn't perform as well as it could perform, then I'm okay with that as well. You just got to accept it.
yeah. Also, like
You know,
Druid was not as hot as people were expecting.
agree exactly. You know,
Yeah.
you think of the first few days of Druid was everyone was like, let's go try Druid, and then
Mm,
after that, it was like plumbers. So
yeah.
there wasn't going to be as many kind of people searching for Diablo Immortal Druid builds.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is. You know, you have to take the rough with the smooth. You can't be thinking that it's going to be smooth every time, right?
Yeah. Jimbo is asking, did you ever play the Iron? You know what Iron is?
Never played it. Never played it.
I did.
Isn't that the one Habo's playing?
It's
No,
the
that's
one
Albion.
with
That's Albion, isn't it?
yeah, that's Iron is very old, man. Like I used to be, I
I
don't
know.
know, I was a teenager.
Did I ever play that? Let me have a
It has some wings. You were an Asmondian, or you were like these angels versus demons. I was a demon, and you had like the black wings or white wings. It was pretty cool though.
No, I never played this.
Yeah, I played it. I had like the best way. I was a gladiator, obviously. Gladiator was like the barbarian. I had a back
When was it
armor.
actually? How long ago was this released then? It must be
Oof, so many years ago. So many years ago.
2008 initial release date.
Yeah,
Wow.
too many years ago.
Yeah, you can definitely tell by by looking at it. It's like,
Yeah,
you know,
there's
All
a
Star.
Iron 2 coming. I think.
There is.
Yeah, Iron 2 coming. Um, but I mean, like, I feel like you were. I think you did well, man. You took your first step. Now you're gonna go back a bit to Necro, because like the reality is like there's only so much content, man. Like, and I think you are starting to understand like what I said. Like, there's only so much you can cover on one
The,
class, and you
the
know.
thing is with me, like the way I look at my content now is probably different to what I did even 2 months ago, 3 months ago. You
Hmm.
know, I realized with my full-time job that I do, you know, away from YouTube,
Yeah.
does take my time that I need to focus on that job, because that is what pays the bills, right?
Yeah.
So if I can stream a few times a week and bring out 1 or 2 videos a week, you know, then I'm happy with that. If I bring out more than that, then great. If I do get the time to do it, I've got a list of videos that I want to do. You know, we've all got them lists. Any content creator you ask will say, "Yeah, I've got a list of different things that I've got ideas for," and I do have one of those lists, and I will work down it. You know, but it will be in the time frame that I can do it in. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. I do want to test all the classes out now. I'm got that itch to go and do all classes for sure, but I will still revert back to Necro, because that's
Yeah,
who I am.
that's your home, right? Like it's the
Yeah,
same as me as Barb, you know. Like
yeah.
sometimes you go back, and it feels good. I'll tell you, the next time you're gonna go back to your main, it's nice. It's like, oh
It
fuck,
was like today. I switched over this morning, and yeah, I've got all my stash to go. But someone was like, "Hey, do you want to do some dungeons?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's go." And I was like, "Oh man, this is just so nice again." It was like I feel home.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how I
yeah, yeah.
feel.
It's
Yeah,
a homely feeling, and I
yeah,
feel like the same with Barb. But like Barb, I was like, oh man, I almost forgot how cool it looks. That's my first
yeah,
reaction.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
My first reaction was like, got through the first dungeon. I was like, I can do damage again.
yeah, and I don't have to sweat as much. I don't have to go in and out of the form.
Yeah,
Definitely there way, and I can. No, you probably also can on the druid AFK farm. But
I actually haven't, like, and people have asked me about AFK Famine. Like, I haven't done any AFK Famine since Druid released.
I mean, also they don't have many assets to farm, to be honest. I was done like in the first day during the subathon, which was man, that was a crazy fucking experience, the subathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I streamed. I didn't do it like you. I did 10 days of like 3 or 4 hour streams each evening.
You
That
did
was some
10
fun.
days streaming, 3-4 days?
It was 3 or 4 hours a night. Yeah,
How did you
10
go?
days, 10 days in a row.
Did you like it?
So
Or did you
that was
got
good.
drained?
No, it's good. I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
love going on stream. You know, just
Yeah.
chatting to people. You know, just like we have conversations now. You know, when I come on stream, it's not just about the game; it's about everything, right? Because
No, is it everything except the game? Like that. It's about everything.
The trouble is, I think with our conversations, we do diverse a lot because I think we're very similar.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, our likes are very similar. The way we play the game is very similar. You know, it's just, yeah, it is what it is. And I think one day when we meet, it'll be a good laugh. We'll have a good laugh, you know.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
feel like you know, going back to where we're talking about like the content and being worth it and this like if you stream the way because you like it, that's awesome. Because
Mhm.
like I'm gonna be very honest, like like I've been streaming for like 10 months. It's not like really worth it. It's not worth it like for the
no,
I probably could grow the channel more, or I could do I could definitely probably be double the size, because I could have been putting like this time probably into like higher quality content or whatever, you know, like because if you want to
could
do
use that time to do more videos. Yeah.
yeah, or like a few video, because you can work like on your daily video, which just takes
Mhm.
you like you know like 1 hour, or imagine if
Yeah.
it's news or something, right? And you can work. I would like to sometimes start working on the certain videos in the background, you know, like for example, I have a few ideas. It's like the $0 Diablo Immortal experience, right? Like
Yeah.
that's you know, it will be a video that will take longer to do, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those kind of like essays. Kind of, I kind of want to try to start exploring.
I think the
Uh,
good thing with streaming and what I've found so far is you build the community gets to know you as a person.
yeah,
They don't get to see that in a video because it's just a video that lasts maybe 20 minutes, half an hour at the longest, maybe. But on stream, you are you.
or
You
not.
can't step. The trouble is, you can't step away from being you on stream, right? For 4 hours, for 3
Yeah,
or 4
4
hours,
hours
you're
is
going to
hard.
be, yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to be yourself. You can't put on any sort of, persona or anything to say this is who you are. You're just going to be you. And if you're honest with people that are viewing you and just chat with them like you do and like I do, you're building that community up. So it's whether you want to make better quality content, which can potentially turn over kind of more views, more subs, more money in the long term.
Yeah.
Because that is the end game, right? That's what happens when you make a video. Or if you want to build that tight niche community that will follow you if you do transfer to another game. And I think if you're streaming, they get to follow you and follow you as a person instead of just following you because of the game.
That that is true, but I also think there is a way to build a community through the videos as well. I feel like whenever you
Yeah.
mash everything together, it works. And I'm a big supporter of streams, and that's why you also see like many creators that they like, because streaming has this thing, streaming, and like after on the subathon, like I did 27 hours. One of the things that my wife told me was like, man, it was insane how like at 20 hours, 20 something hours, or even 16 hours, you were like do the same energy all the time, you know. And that's a hard part, because it comes from excitement. I'm always like, while I'm live, I'm always excited, you know.
Yeah.
And what happens, and I see like in other streams, like first 10 minutes, oh my god, guys, we're gonna go do this, we're gonna do that, and all these things, and then like over the time, the
energy drops.
the energy drops, because
Yeah.
I think like they start like very strong,
Yeah.
because maybe you start as like you're doing for maybe a YouTube video where you kind of tune it up a bit, But the stream is more like a marathon, so you should like not go
You've
like too
Yeah,
high.
you don't want to, like you say, you don't want to go too high at the beginning and then burn out of energy at the start. With
Yeah,
I suppose with my streams, my viewers, when they come in, they know that I'm just a chilled guy. I'm not
yeah,
like hype go mad, any of that. I'm just a very different type of person, and my streams are very much come in, chill. If you want to chat, I'm just going to be playing my game,
yeah. No,
and that is
but
how
also
we take
like
it.
because like I feel like the way you see like you don't have that chip out on your shoulder, like also because like you're financially secured, like
Yeah,
and and this is like because I never been like really in that position, to be honest. Because I used to work as a freelancer, and
Mm.
over these past, but then I started making these videos. But I never like worked a job and also like try to do YouTube. But after all these months, how are you managing that? Because it feels like more and more you're finding extra time for it.
I think I'm just getting better at doing videos, editing them, producing them. I think you just speed up the process. You just know, I think at the first videos you do, you press that record button and you stutter all the time. And then
Mm,
you
yeah,
learn to take that part out or not pay attention to it as much anymore. And you just get better. And I think as you do that and you do it more, your content improves, you can get out content quicker. Um, it's just the part of learning, isn't it? You start something new, you're going to need to learn. But doing it as well as doing a 40-hour week, I burn the candle at both ends. That's for sure. I'm definitely tired a lot of the time, but
yeah.
I'm still enjoying it. After my streams, I finish streaming at 12:30 at night. I then probably hang around in the office for another half an hour. I then go to bed, and in bed, I watch the iPad on some sort of program for an hour. I don't go to sleep straight away. I'm terrible for it because I
And
like
what
to
time do
watch
you
my.
wake up? What
And
time
I,
do you wake
I
up?
sometimes wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'll probably get like 5 or 6 hours sleep a night.
Mm,
So, and at nearly 40 years old, you notice that.
yeah.
You do.
You 40
But
almost?
I'm 40 next year. Yeah, I'm 39.
What the what the fuck? That's crazy. I thought you were like man, leave it. Even with that beer, I thought you were younger.
Yeah,
Um
I was
you're
39 last
well
month.
conserved, sir.
Good genes. Good genes.
Yeah, good genes, American Eagle, man. Um no, I mean like we're like obviously that's actually like whenever I also talk with Echo, he also is like it's a typical American that wakes up at 5 a.m. Like it's very into their culture, like 5 a.m. But here in Europe, 5 a.m. is not really a thing. Here we go to
No.
bed later, and then we wake up like around 7, 8. I wake up usually around 8.
Yep.
But we don't have 5 a.m. culture to a point that if I wake up at 5 a.m., first it's fucking dark outside and there's nothing. Like there's literally nothing. It's like like completely nothing is happening in the city. Things only start happening around like
Yeah.
6, 7,
Yeah.
something like that. So I tried
Same
in the
with.
past.
Yeah, it's the same with my town. I've only worked at home for the last year and a half, and before I used to have to go out to my job. I don't drive, so I would bike into work on a push bike. A half an hour ride. But I used to start work sometimes at 7 a.m. in the morning, so I'd be leaving at maybe 6:30 in the morning. But even then, in my small town, you'd see hardly anyone.
Yeah, but
Completely
now you
different
work
culture, isn't it?
remotely, right?
Oh yeah, I work remotely now. It's great.
Yeah. And how's your ass in that sponsor the razor chair?
This
Does
this
it
chair
is it
this
good?
this chair is lovely, man. This chair is lovely.
Man, I need a new chair, man. I mean, today I actually went like in the morning to have coffee with a friend of mine, and he used to be like my right hand on the whenever I had the design agency. And I was like, telling him like about these fears that it's not only about like trying new games on the stream and on the channel, but also sponsorships, like how
Yeah.
people are gonna see it and these things. And he actually told me there was like, man, if you take a sponsorship, as long as it's aligned with your channel, it gives you some status. It gives you like because he's a normie. He's not a gamer at all. He's a complete normie. But he's very, very analytic, and he's a viewer, in a way. Not my viewer, but you know what I'm saying.
No, but I had them concerns when I was approached, by Razer. They sent me an email and it looked like a scam email to start with, so I just ignored it.
Yeah.
Didn't pay attention to it. I thought, yeah, this sounds like a scam. And then I was approached on Twitter, and they actually said, "Yep, we want to send you something. We've got something new coming out. We're going to send it to you in the post, and can you do a video with Diablo Immortal on it?" And I was like, "Why not?" Took the risk. They didn't want me. It wasn't going to be a sponsor. It's just gifted, and I get to keep the product. So you've got to start somewhere. So I was like, "Yeah, let's go for it." And then after that, I showed them the video, and they were like, "Yeah, this is great. Go ahead, no problems whatsoever." And then I just said to them, "If you ever want to do anything else, let me know." And they were like, "Well, we're going to send you."
We got a chair. We got a chair.
Well, the trouble is, like they said with the chair, they said you don't need to do a video. We don't expect a video. Just give us a shout out on a video. Done. And then they've just released a new headset, which was released last week, and they're sending me that as well. And they don't want a video for that. They just said just do a shout out. So
yeah, no. The thing is, I'm gonna tell you why the chair is huge marketing, because the chair is fucking always there. That's why. And then you're gonna use the Razer and all these things, and every time you're streaming is always showing. So they are not making you a favor. Like
no.
You know what I'm saying?
That. Yeah, I know that for sure. It's good for me because I needed a new chair, and it's good for them because they've got someone they can come and approach if they want to do anything else.
Yeah.
I've said to them I would quite happily work with them again in the future. I'm absolutely fine with that. Yeah. Because like you just said, if you're approached or if you want to look for a sponsorship, you've got to start somewhere at the end of the day. And I think if you don't take that jump, take that risk in life, then you're never going to know what could be.
Yeah. No, definitely. And for me, I'm someone that I really feel like right now I need that extra push, to do it.
Just do it, man. Just do it.
My wife, she always fucking my head like, you should do it, you should do it, you should do it. But I'm like, okay, calm down. Like just a bit.
I think once you do it, you'll see that it's going to be fine, 100%.
Yeah.
We both had that initial feeling when we both started doing content, right?
Yeah.
I want to do content, but are people going to watch?
Yeah.
People do. People watch loads of different sorts of content. You've just got to decide to take that leap of faith and just go with it.
Yeah. One of the things he said to me is just like, make sure it's well integrated with the brand and your content, and it's like, not completely random. And there was another thing like I also shared with him. But yeah, like the sponsorships in the different games is definitely the thing that, because I have like higher ambitions, and I also that's why I have like the Indez TV channel, like with more generic content, and I do reacts and do these things because like goes into the vision that I want to do, because I used to be someone that I only did gameplay, and then I on the streams and on my content, and then I quickly am realizing that okay, maybe I'm like someone that I also like, what if I start putting segments on my stream that maybe like 30 minutes of the stream I'm hanging out with the chat, then I have you here, then I'm gonna do something else, and maybe I'm gonna I like that diversity, and it just makes me more excited.
I think like I've watched some of your videos on that channel, and I think that's great. It really is. It serves a different purpose, and it's really good.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's great. I think once you get to like you say, you start becoming that point where people watch you, people are watching you. You tend to start to think of other things, and that's exactly what you've done. You've created that extra channel with extra content that's going to work out. It will, and it's just taking that risk to do it like you did, and that obviously people are going over there and watching it. You just need to post. If you don't post, no one will watch.
Yeah, 0 views is always certain.
Exactly.
Maybe one you're gonna have because you check on your browser.
That's just the way to look at it, isn't it? If you don't take that leap of faith at some point in life, you're never going to do it. And if you always feel that you're going to be held back, then taking that leap of faith may change your, view on creation. It did me. I never thought I'd be able to do content creation. I always thought the anxiety would just cripple me, but
Yeah.
it doesn't once you get used to it.
Yeah. For me, yeah, I agree. I agree. I feel like I'm a walking anxiety bomb right now. And then I have like these other things like I've been dwelling on getting a chair in a desk and like for a
Yeah.
while like because like this chair it worked out like really well, but it's like we spend a lot of time
Time.
seated, and
Yeah.
after like these 10 months I'm starting to to feel like I feel here, I feel like here on my back. I'm like, fuck, I'm not even like 39 like you, like I'll get there. But whenever I get there, if I don't have a new razor chair, maybe it's not looking
The
good.
trouble is when you're sitting down all the time at a desk, you need a comfortable chair. And
You
if
need
that
what?
means, you need a comfortable chair. You need
Yeah.
the right size, you need the right desk, you need the comfortable chair. And if you've got to that point where there's time to do it, you're best off just to go and have a look around and take the jump and do it.
Yeah.
Because
did you send your butts the metrics?
do you have razor stores over in Portugal?
I don't know, like official razor stores, maybe in the capital, maybe in the capital, not here.
Yeah, because the only one we've got is in London.
Yeah, capital. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's exactly who approached me.
Oh, it was the store itself. Oh, that's nice.
There's a community kind of like manager they have in each of their stores that does outreach to creators.
Because on your YouTube channel is you put it like UK, right?
Yeah. And that's how they approached.
Yeah.
Just from the store level. So
Ugly Mo is saying just buy a chair. I know it's just that, and but my fear. Yeah, I know, but then I'm picky. The chair I want it's not cheap.
I think I would be the same way. I'm picky like that.
Yeah,
you would look around and you'd go, right, I've got 5 different chairs I want to pick from. I cannot decide. Where for me, the decision was made. They just sent it.
Yeah, that will help. I mean, if the chair I wanted, is the Logitech embody chair. That bitch,
nice.
that bitch is like 2,000 euros.
Man.
It's very expensive. My wife, she keeps saying, man, like just buy it, and like if she needs something, I don't know, like I am like this. If she needs something, I'm like, okay, just like you need this, we got it. I got you. For me, and that's what I was talking with my friend today. It was like, man, for me, I keep like dwelling on this shit, man. Like I'm like. And it's like, oh, you're just as the poor's mindset, and I'm like, man, maybe. It's like
the trouble is, I understand that. I think that if you've been in that part of your in life before, where money has always been, you need to watch the money. Then you will always have that mindset, and it's good to have that mindset because you're watching them, watching them pennies, watching them pounds, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You're making sure you're not overspending just on stuff that you don't really need, and that's a good mindset to have. But sometimes it can be a negative thing as well, because then every time you try and buy something, you're like, do I really need it?
Yeah, the way he was saying is that, listen, you're not. It was actually kind of convincing, but it actually made sense. So you're saying like, listen, you were working and you spend most of your time seated.
Yep.
And before, whenever I had the agency, these chairs, they come from the office that we had. But over there, whenever you have a design agency, like you spend like a few hours sit down, but then you have a meeting, then you go there, there's breaks and design meetings. And so it was an open space. So there was couches, like you had the laptop. And so it was very like diverse, which was nice. But this work that I do nowadays, it's just like literally sometimes I sit my ass here on 9 a.m. and of course I go for lunch and I pee and all the shit, but it's like 1 a.m. midnight 1 a.m. and then I go to bed. It's a lot of hours. And he said like, hey, it's a lot of money, but there's worse things that you can spend the money on, and it is your business. and if you not being comfortable on the stream is hurting your comfort, maybe it is actually making your content worse, and you're not even realizing, because maybe you're so it's saying like invest on your business. If you don't want to invest on yourself because I have like all these insecurities and shit, just invest on your business. Just see like it's gonna make your content better. And I was like, okay, maybe like that.
That is the way to look at it. You have to look at what we do as a business in our real jobs, in our normal jobs, as well as our extra things that we do for YouTube, because we are sitting in a chair for all day. I sit on my desk, on the other desk that's just next to me where I work, and I do that for 10 hours every day. Except when I go, like you just said, go for breaks, go for lunch, go to the loo, but you're just sitting on the chair all of the time. So if you're going to spend, say, €2,000 on a chair, that is going to pay for itself in the long term. Your body will thank you for it. At the end of the day, it's a good investment. I think even chat agree.
Yeah,
your health should never be questioned.
Yeah. Your health. But he said Dalek was saying you can make more money, but you only got one body. Yet in the future, maybe you're gonna clone.
You get a clone, send them to work.
No, but I
just said though, Puddin's got a thing with feet. You got to watch out for Puddin.
Oh, okay, it's okay.
He says that I take feet pics. To be honest, like I don't.
No, that's how he got it. The chair, like we all know. No, but I feel like I just have to. I just have like to wrap my mind around these and just do it because it's actually being bothering me.
You got to think of it like this as well. Like you invest your time to do content creation, to be able to build the channel, which takes time away from other things that you would have done before you did this. You've made that's a good investment you've done because you've grown your channel. So now use that growth that you've done and invest in some new stuff, new chair, new desk.
Yeah, because I told my wife, so like, what if I put like a donation goal for the chair? But I mean, like it would be like fucking ridiculous. Like, yeah, I'm gonna ask the chat to help me out with a 2K chair. It doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make absolutely any sense. You'll actually be a fucking meme, if I'm gonna be honest. But again, like he goes back to that extra push, like. The same thing happened. Like these, we're talking about the chair, but I had exactly the same problem with the PC. I dragged the PC problem for the longest time, and then until it got like very critical. But the thing is, like the critical, it was like the streams were gonna here. The critical is my body, right? But until it got like to a very critical point, then I was like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna put the donation goal because. Sometimes I am that kind of person that I need that extra push, and it's like if the chat helps me out, and so it was part of the chat, part of my money, and then I bought the PC. Then I have like I feel like I have to, like
so you have to do it.
Yeah, I have to do it. Like there's no escape.
No.
And so that's where sometimes it comes from, and it maybe feels like. Weird, but sometimes we need like these extra pressures.
We're all different people, aren't we? At the end of the day, we all deal with our lives differently and go through life differently. If that's the push you need, then yeah, I can totally get it with the PC. We all do it with PCs. PCs are the worst things because we all build a PC and go, yep, that'll last me 10 years, and then after that period of time, it goes slow. You haven't got to spend the same money out again to build a new one. And it does take that jump because you say to yourself, do I really need it?
And it still crashes in the Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, that's just, mine does. I had one. You said about it the other day, didn't you, on Discord? I'm sure you did. And, I had a crash as well. Happens. It's just one of those things.
It happened today, like a small. Did it ever happen that like a small bit? Just a bit, like a few seconds, but then it comes back.
When I get my crash happen, and you can tell me if yours is the same, like everything just freezes. I can still move the mouse for a little while, and then the mouse stops as well. Yep. So it's the same issue. I 100% bet you that is graphics card issue. Not like a problem with the graphics card, but software, NVIDIA.
Yeah,
More than
I have
anything,
exactly
because
same thing.
I do keep an eye on like all the builds that come out for the new updates, and I haven't updated my NVIDIA drivers for ages, simply because I just don't trust the newer ones. So it's just one of those things. Driver issues will always be a problem, and that is what that problem is, 100%.
Yeah,
and it's happening to you, and you've got a different card to me. I run a 3080, and you're on a 5070.
yeah, 5070 Ti.
Yeah. So, and that is the same thing that's happening. And I've seen that happening I've looked over Reddit, and multiple people are reporting it across different generations of graphics card.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It is. Nothing we can really do about it. It happened, like I say, it happened to me on the end of the stream, luckily. I think I was then literally like signing up, done. And it just crashed. And I was like, I'm not even going to attempt to log back in. Just went on the Discord. Sorry, guys, crashed. See you later.
No, because you know why? Because it's fucked up. It's frustrating to start over a stream.
Yeah.
Because it takes long to build up, and then and the biggest thing is like kind of throws you off out of like the the loop.
It does. It does. You're best off if you crash like that. Just saying enough for the day and go back the next day, done.
Putting in a ugly mo, we're saying sometimes if the donations are put into the quality of the stream, then I don't mind. There's an experience. Most streamers get on the platforms and ask chat to help. Obviously, like you will improve the stream, because like if you see like after how many hours I've been streaming now, I've been streaming for 2 hours. After 2 hours, I have to start like moving around, just because I start getting slightly uncomfortable, and that's like what I really have to think. And the reality is like, I could get
jump. Just do the jump.
Yeah, like, literally just do the jump. Yeah, and like one thing that Putin said is actually right. Now, and that's why I think like people were kind enough to support stream whenever like we had the new game, the new PC. It was because they knew that it was going to improve the quality of the stream.
Yeah.
But a chair, like I don't think people will realize how much it will improve the stream, or at least my comfort, because a lot of times I cut the stream like not halfway, but it's just like in the back of my mind it just like starts like bothering me, and it throws
I understand that. I have an issue over on my stream. You'll notice me pushing myself up on the chair all the time.
Okay,
I'm a short ass, right? I'm only like, I'm 5 foot nothing. I'm tiny.
5'1"?
I'm 5'0". Better bang on 5 foot.
Okay.
I'm a very short guy. Always have been. And I find myself just sliding on the chair because my feet. I have my feet on a cushion. There was like a proper foot cushion underneath.
Yeah, I have those things.
But I do still slide. So I'm always adjusting myself. And the other thing that not a lot of people know is when I was 17, I broke my back. I actually like jumped over a wall and fractured my vertebrae in like 5 different places. And I've got half of my lower spine is all fused together. So I get backaches quite a lot. So I know, having a good quality chair, one that's going to be supportive, is definitely needed. So I know what you go through.
Yeah, it's so you slide through it,
he
because
looks like 6 foot. I'm not 6 foot, honestly, Strong.
No, but you slide through it because of like the material, or because like the weed
is
because
like... I think if I had longer legs, I wouldn't slide as much. But because I'm a short ass, even with this cushion, I just end up sliding. So I'm forever adjusting myself. No matter which chair I have, it always.
And that you asked for like the smallest chair.
Yep.
Because probably has to do with the weed, right?
Yeah, 100%. I'm just got really short legs.
Yeah, and the fucked up part, like for example, my wife, she's 5'1". She's also 5'1" or 5'2". So I'm aware of like dealing with the like with those kind of things, and like probably like in the future you're gonna have to like try to find like a custom chair or something like that, because like if you're gonna do it, because listen, they're gonna be more expensive because they are not part of the standard, But I went to Staples because we wanted to buy something for her, and we actually find like three chairs that they had like the seat was shorter, like
Yeah.
the length. Then that's what you need. So you go and you stay on, like with your
Stay on
bag.
it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
stay on it, and definitely not having like a material that like makes you slide.
Slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. I needed a new chair, so and when I get said I can have one just sent to me, I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah. And then they're like, "Oh, guys, do you guys have access, version? Because this one I slide, and I want to make a dedicated video." And they said, "No worries, Lawrence, we'll take care of you." I'm sure, like they probably have like things like that.
I'm not sure. I think certain, like you say, certain brands do make a shorter seat.
Yeah.
For the shorter people, but it's the same with clothes, man. As short people find it nightmare getting clothes. It is just what it is. We're not the average, so why would they make clothes for us or seats for us or anything for us?
Yeah. So I actually have a funny story. Like my wife just came here. Like you and her will be like complaining all the day about. She likes to complain about short people's problems. But for example, we went to the south of Portugal, and it was in the back seat. It was me, my stepmom, and her. Where did she go? In the middle seat, and she was like, "This is what did you say? You said something about like staying on the middle seat. That's discrimination of like short people."
I identify as a tall person.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's saying that there's nowhere and there's no manual that says that short people have to go in the middle.
Can you imagine that opening up the book for your car and it's like short people see?
Yeah, but obviously there are like definitely advantages and disadvantages. I had like one of my best friends, like he actually about his height, your height. And I used to dance back in the day. I started as a joke. I went with my ex girlfriend, and we got invited by a friend of mine, and we like these saloon dancing, like salsa, bachata, like these kind of dances. And we went there, and like these guys, "Oh, just come, just have some fun, just have some drinks. Like you guys don't need to dance." And then like we kind of liked it, and we went as a group of friends, and then I ended up like dancing for like 3 years. So I know how to dance like those like
you've ruined yourself, man. People are going to ask you to dance all the time now.
No, I kind of forgot about it. I mean, like maybe in the future. But
if you want a chair, you've got to dance.
Yeah, you gotta do it, right? But like he had some issues because self-esteem and all these things. And most girls, they used to wear the heels until one day we went to this like dancing school, and there was like a girl who was even shorter than him, and actually they fell in love and all these things. And
wow, that's like a really cool story then.
Yeah, it was a happy ending. It was literally a happy ending. But I think they broke up later on. But it worked out for the time being. For like those 3 years,
he's now dating someone that's like 6'2".
No, now he actually dating. He got married, like with a girl that's like way taller than him. Probably about.
I think like I'm 40 now. I don't take no notice of people when it comes to my height. Going through school, it was always like, you short ass. It is what it is. But it's just one of those things.
Yeah, I mean, like what are you gonna do? Right?
Exactly.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Go get some. You can actually get like leg extensions though, right? They actually do an operation to make you taller.
I mean,
it's extreme. It's extreme, but
yeah, maybe it's like the medieval times that they stretch the body.
Apparently, like they just literally like break your legs, and then they have metal bars in each side of your leg, and they just adjust the tighten, like loosen them so it actually grows back, and you're actually taller. And they can do it by like 3-4 inches.
Wow, I had no idea.
It's very impressive. It's impressive, but I think that's rather extreme. It really is for people that have a major issue with their height, right?
Yeah, I actually talked about the other day. Like here in Portugal, if you have like something that is like physically that is bothering you, like in the mental level, and you are diagnosed that like this is like severe, you know, self-esteem issue or whatever, the state will actually, you know, pay for the plastic surgery, you know.
Yeah,
but only like
same over here.
Yeah, it has to be an extreme. I had a
Yeah.
friend of mine. She put the boobies because she had like big complex, because she had like was absolutely flat, and people used to make fun of her. You know, call her like the, what do you call like the thing of like for the ironing the clothes.
Oh,
I don't know. You know when you iron the clothes? You know, people used to be
the ironing board.
Okay, ironing board. Yeah, they call it that because she was flat and she had like a very rough fucking time. Like kids are like, now we look back.
So harsh.
Now we look.
Kids are brutal, man.
Kids looking back, like you gotta go through that phase, man. So you learn, you know. But me, like the things like kids, like they have no filter, man. You know,
they don't.
They will just say they will honestly say their brain is not developed enough to even think about consequences that might have or not, and it's just like and that girl got traumatized for like a very long fucking time, and then when she got older, she did the thing, and then she got happier, I guess.
I think if you're at that level in your life, you need to improve your life, don't you? So it's understandable, you know. And if that's going to give you the better quality of life, then do it. The same for your chair. If it's going to give you a better quality of life, do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my therapist and say I'm gonna complain about my chair, and I'm gonna make the state pay for it. You know what?
Can you write me a check?
Yeah, you know, I've been depressed because my butt is been suffering because I work all the time.
The trouble is, like, I don't know, and someone mentioned this in the chat earlier. Like, if you was to buy yourself like a chair, you can have that. Some of that can be written off by like paying tax, right?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, because I have a company. Like,
exactly.
I never closed the company like that I had. I just closed the brand, you know, the agency itself, but I kept like the legal thing. So now I just whatever I get, I just throw it to there.
Exactly.
Don't lie, Indez butts been suffering. Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be asking you to dance all the time now.
No, the Dancing King. I mean, I already danced once on the stream. Okay, you guys already got it.
Remember this, guys. You heard it here. Indez is a dancer, really.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, I'm a guy that I like to try a lot of things in life. I like experiences, and
with the beard now. Someone said earlier, with the beard, you can be a Viking dancer, man.
Oh yeah, the techno Viking, right? Like
techno Viking. You can be recreating the meme.
Like, but I need to get jacked. I'm sure, like,
you gotta get jacked as well. Yeah.
The guy was pretty fucking jacked. Oh, guy,
that meme was great.
Always a pleasure, man, to have you here.
It's been great. It's been great,
guys. Awesome stream. I love to have Laurent here. He streams, and one thing that I think you do very smartly, you stream on a time slot that nobody streams, which is smart.
Yeah,
it's smart. So yeah, you're the king of the hill on that time slot. Does it work well? Like, what viewers do you get? Like, mostly.
It really starts off like I probably start with at 9:30 UK time. It starts with maybe like 15, 20 viewers.
Okay.
But the later it gets, actually, like, the viewership increases, and sometimes I can be like up to 40 sometimes, you know, at that time of night, and I'm happy with that. You know, it's great.
Yeah, because it's US time.
US times.
Late US times. You just keep sleeping like less hours, and
exactly, just burn the candle at both ends, man. It is what it is.
I mean, you only live once, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you only live once. It's just if you shorten your life through not having a lack of sleep, right? Who cares?
Exactly. I mean, you also gonna last
worry
longer.
about later. That's worried about later.
Yeah,
it's been great, man. Like, it's always good to have a catch up.
The YOLO thing. It was like how do you say, like, a YOLO? Like, you only live once. Yeah, YOLO.
Yeah,
like,
YOLO.
That's such a millennial shit.
It is a millennial shit, for sure.
It is. Anyways, I'm gonna also finishing here the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. Laurent, always a pleasure, guys. You guys don't know what to do. I'm gonna drop the link for the Laurent channel if you guys still didn't. Laurent, these catch ups, we should definitely keep doing them. Always a blast.
I agree. I love coming on, just chatting random stuff. It's good. It just mixes things up a little bit from the monotony of other stuff, right?
Yeah, of course, man. Like, I love to have like people, you know, and including you, because we know one thing that I like about you is like, you know, not only we're similar, but you also ask questions back, and you also make like some good points, and I like that because it keeps like, it is a it's very fluid. It's basically what I was trying to say.
Yeah, yeah. I don't wait to be asked. I throw out questions as well.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's nice. It makes like
I do that for a living. I have to ask questions. So
now it makes you feel like it's not an interview, you know, which I'm curious about some things. You're also curious about some things, and it feels like more like a conversation, and that's why I like it. So, Laurent, thanks so much. Thank you for coming. Legends, thank you so much as always. We will be back tomorrow for another stream, and hopefully we're gonna also have some patch notes or some good stuff. And once again, Laurent, thank you so much for coming. Congratulations on your Diablo partner, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.